Page 31, Russian folk tale. At the top, they have a little workout for hands together. You can have fun with that. We get it in the piece, so I'll talk about that when we get to the piece. They also have another rhythm review things. You can have fun with that. I don't like those things. I just want to talk about the piece. Some people think that's really important. Obviously, the people who wrote the book do. They wouldn't put it in here. Other people like me, let's just do the piece, okay? The point is we're using the hands together more at the same time. But if we just follow the process I've been using to learn a piece of music, it comes together eventually. So I'll look it over. It's 2 lines long. The clef signs are still treble and bass clef. It's 4/4 time signature. I see dotted half notes, quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. Remember, the dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes. So in 4/4 time, it would get 3 counts because a quarter note gets 1. So because we're playing both hands at the same time here, I'm going to take it one hand at a time first, and then we'll try to put the hands together. The right hand, you're starting here. That puts the hand here. And you don't need these other finger numbers. Please don't be reading finger numbers. Read the notes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. And that's it until you get to measure 9. The notes are here, but you have an 8VA above it, so you got to come up here. Well, you have 4 measures of rest. You got plenty of time to get up there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You get the idea? Okay. Left hand. It comes in on measure 5 here. And the left hand isn't moving, so you don't need any other finger numbers except that 5. That's it. Please don't read finger numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now you have a G and an A together, and then an F and an A together, and then we have an E and an A together, and then back to the F. So the top note stayed the same. It's the bottom note changed here together. That's what we're doing on the left hand. So then we put the hands together. Well, they don't come together until measure 9. So let's go to measure 9. When they are, we're here, and the right hand's up here. So these are together. 2, and then these are together. These, and then here. These, and then here. Doesn't sound real good, but that's it. Okay. So I go over those measures a few times to get rid of any hesitations. There shouldn't be too many hesitations in the rest of it. We don't want any hesitations anywhere. It's a steady beat. And then I think about the articulation. Well, it's pretty connected. You can lift up between these curved lines because it looks like these are phrases. So 1, 2, 3. Lift up. Just a little, like taking a breath. You're cutting the half note just a little bit short so you can take a breath. Lift up. So there's just a little bit of silence. On measure 9 going on, go ahead and connect these. These you can't connect. So just do the best you can. Yeah. See, I'm going to connect that. I can't that. Don't lift up in one hand because you had to lift up in the other. No, please don't do that. Connect the right hand all the way through. Yeah. Then I add the dynamics. P at the beginning is piano for soft, whatever you think soft is. When you get to the left hand, that's moderately loud. MF mezzo forte. And then measure 9 again, soft. It's both hands. And it would be better if you can, if you would play the right hand soft and the left hand very soft if you can, very light. Because we want to hear the right hand there. And then the speed rather slowly. Well, that's handy. So slowly. The problem with that is when you get to the last 2 measures and you get a retardando, the rit, you're going to slow down. You're not going to slow down much because you're already going slow. And Going really, really super slow on piano just doesn't work very well because you're up here. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. That's kind of slow, whatever feels that to you. But then at the end, the last two measures, look out, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't want to slow down too much because then it just drags. So you can slow down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1. And then in the last measure, however fast you're going at that point, continue that through the measure because it'll be slower than you were. Don't copy me, please. That's just one way of doing it. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Feel these natural accents as you're going through it. Let's play it together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the louds and softs. We're not performing it. I'm just doing notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 2, 3. 4. 2. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. I'd like to play the duet at the bottom of the page. You play what you just played. I need you to go down or go up an octave here again. So just pretend the middle C instead of here is up here. So instead of here, you're up here. Play it up here. Now, when you go up another octave, if you have a short keyboard, you don't have the notes, then stay where you are. Otherwise, the right hand can go ahead and go up. Now remember that ABA, it only applies to that staff. Now, the left hand doesn't move. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go.